Yo, what's good, everybody? Today I'm gonna show you the rank 1 tanking guide for Warrior. My boy Shreds provided me this footage, so shout out to him. He's my guild tank. This was our last raid. You can see him in the raid as well, right up top. But these were his logs that he secured. We're running this one. He got rank 1 overall as a tank. And very impressive Gladiator stance tanking. If you guys are wondering how to keep threat as Gladiator stance, well, you just spam Devastate, Heroic Strike, because you have infinite rage. When you take damage, you get rage. So you get infinite rage, so you can spam abilities. That means that's easy threat. And despite not having True Shot Aura in this raid, which is one of the biggest buffs for melees, and our Curse of Recklessness didn't have the best uptime. Like second boss Slime didn't even have Curse of Rec, so that's pretty unlucky. But yeah, it would be pretty insane to see if we had everything, all the buffs and whatnot. But you can see Shred just pumping the damage there. It is absolutely crazy. So yeah, with all this, the threat is no issue at all. As you can see, the threat meter right there. And this boss, by the way, once you get into the second phase, which starts at 80% of the first dragon, you want to save all the cooldowns and just burst down this boss if you have enough DPS in the raid. If not, you need to kill the elementals and they will put fire on you, which gets you out of this dream. So you gotta kill Hazaz and then finish this dragon at 20% HP. You can see this fat 16,000 execute. That is absolutely crazy. I can also share the Vikora for the shoulder proc. This from Shreds as well. So if you guys are interested, I can put it there. I can also put their spreadsheet with Gladiator stance macros. I know a lot of warriors have issues with that. But let me also show you Oranicus. He's right here. We just fast forward a little bit. So it's a very fun fight. But sadly, they nerfed it quite a lot, I would say. But it's all good. It's all good. Before it was a bit overtuned. That was our first run. It was crazy. But you cannot stand behind this boost because you will get knocked away. And yeah, when it comes to AoE, because this boss, for example, a lot of the bosses have AoE, a lot of mobs. You want to use Whirlwind and Cleave. So basically, you ignore Heroic Strike because that's single target. You want to use Cleave instead, and then a Whirlwind to keep AoE threat. You can also throw in some Thunderclap, but there is not enough like globals, I would say. You kind of can do that. Up to you. It's also a possibility for AoE threat. But we just zerg everything down so quick that it's not even like, needed. Also, this boss or these mobs cast a poison. That's a fat debuff. You have 50% less hit chance. I got it on my warrior in this run for the full duration of 8 seconds or how long that is. So it's pretty wild. I can also share the Vikora for armor debuffs of the targets. As you can see right up top, we got Fairy Fire from Druid, Curse of Recklessness on the right side from Warlock. We got Mangle from Feral for increased bleed damage. That's for deep wounds for us warriors. That's how also you keep threat, because that deals a lot of damage if you keep critting. And we have over 40% crit with full buff, so that's pretty mental. And on the left side, it is Homunculi armor reduction or exposed armor or sunder armor. These three don't stack. You can have one of each. You can have either or. But yeah, it stacks with Fairy Fire and Curse of Recklessness. So these three debuffs you always need on targets because, armor reduction means you will deal more damage as a tank, aka you will have more threat. Very important, crucial. After that, we did last boss, but I'm just gonna show you this little footage, and I'm gonna take you to a overview here. So, my boy Shreds is running blacksmithing headpiece from phase 2, the crafted one, level 40. If you don't have this one, you can run Fury Vizier, which is from Warrior Class Quest that takes you to Sunken Temple to loot feathers from third boss, the Trolls. It's pretty hard to loot because you would probably spawn the next boss, the dragons, so if you pop Swiftness Potion, I think you can make it right on time. Next up, we got the Amulet from Gnomergan, last boss. We have Shoulders from Blacksmithing, amazing stuff, attack speed, attack power. This procs very, very often. Every 40 seconds basically because the proc chance is high. But these Shoulders, attack speed do not stack with the headpiece, so you would ideally want to wait for this one to proc or let it go and then, let it expire and then go with this one. The Cloak we have from second boss, the Fallout from Gnomergun, phase 2. Triple set piece here. The three set piece proc is insane. Extra attack just like Wild Strikes or Thrash Blade. First, we got Exalted from Warcraft Reputation. Crafted, Engineering, Wrist, the epic ones are probably better. Grubis Gloves from Phase 2. Any upgrade? I mean, you could probably go with Wise Grapes of the Bear from ZF. Or of the Tiger would be the best because of DPS, but you would not have any stamina. I mean, this is only 5 stamina here, so... But as you can see, you can still do it with level 40. Like, most of these items, except the set piece, is just level 40 stuff, right? And the shoulders. Belt here, once again, level 40 Engineering, crit chance, hit chance, and then if you win the Gamba 50-50, you'll get crit chance increased by 3%. Set piece again, with the boots and pants. The rings, we have hit chance, they're both the same. This one is from Marodon Last Boss Princess. Here we have the offering ring that costs 12 offerings. It's the same as the Blackstone ring for hit chance, very important. Your aim, your goal is 6% hit for the hit cap for yellow hits. So that's what you're aiming for. Trinket here is also from offerings, 12 offerings, 1 crit, 1 hit, amazing stuff. Trinket here is Gnormegan, once again last boss attack power. This is the same like from BFD, the first phase 1 raid. Although here you have on use effect, you have attack speed, so that's very good by the way, it's very good. Thrash Blade for extra attacks, just like Wild Strikes, procs extremely often. Because keep in mind, Devastate is a double hit in one button basically. So Devastate is the first application, and then Thunder Armor is the second one. So with Devastate, you have more chance on procs like Thrash Blade, the set proc from the triple P's here, just everything. So that's really good. That's why Devastate is insane. That's why we only spam Devastate into Heroic Strike for Rage Dump. The shield here is from Ungoro Quest, Shizzle's Flyer. 13 strength on stamina. Mobs are about 53 to 55 levels, so I recommend duo, making a duo. And the bow here drops from trash in this raid. You can buy it on Auction House, I believe. Oh, sorry, excuse me. No, this is the one from the second boss, from the slime. Yep. But there's a similar one called Godbuster, I think, that's bought on Equip. And another bow, I think, that's almost the same. I forget the name of that. That was this gear. We got Runes, which is Shield Mastery. So for Glad Stance, even as a tank, you're looking for damage multipliers because, you know, more damage, more threat, once again. So physical damage increase and duration of disarm effects reduced by 50%. Now you don't need shield for the disarm. You can use it as Fury in PvP. Chest Week of Flagellation, another damage multiplier, physical damage 25%. You want to rotate between Blood Rage and Berserker Rage. You never want to use them both at the same time. Focus Rage on the belt, so we can spam as much Heroic Strike as possible. If you think this playstyle is boring, you can throw in a precise timing instead of Focus Rage and just have Slam in the rotation. Also works. You got Wrecking Crew here for melee, for crit damage. That's another multiplier. Since we have a lot of crit chance, then this one is very helpful. Devastate, the main star in this build. Well, almost second main. Consume by Rage on the pants to play around. That's your rotation. You should play around 80 Rage to have this Enrage nonstop. Since we have quite a lot of attack speed and the extra hits from Wild Strikes, the set piece and Treasure Blade, you're gonna consume this one quite often. So you wanna play around 80 Rage. So the rotation, and then we have Gladiator Stance, the second main star. You know, once again, damage multiplier with shield 10%. I know it says third generation, they're reduced by 10%, but yeah, as you can see, there is no problem with that. Now, rotation. You want to spam Devastate. You should not wait with auto attacks until 80 Rage for CBR, this rune. Just spam Devastate as soon as you get it. With extra procs, once again, from Thrash Blade, the set piece, and Wild Strikes, you're going to get to 80 Rage in no time. So you spam Devastate and just then dump Rage with Heroic Strike. Or cleave on AoEs with Whirlwind, but single target, it is Heroic Strike if you're over 80 Rage, and as a tank, you will have that non-stop. Now the talents here, we go with the classic Fury for a crit chance in here, Cruelty, Umbrella Breath for extra Rage, Improved Cleave for a tank. I think it's more important than melee DPS. It doesn't really increase the cleave's damage that much. This talent is not that good at all, but there is no other way, or there is just nowhere to put these points at. I mean, you could probably get improved intercept. I tried on my warrior in the raid, but as a tank, I would probably go with cleave. Full Bellow Shot for attack power. Execute. These are the 4 points you are free to distribute. So Execute is amazing for the Execute phase. Big damage, big threat. Enrage to unlock Flurry. We got 3 out of 5. And Death Vizier. Just enough points so we can access Deep Wounds. So full Rend to unlock Deep Wounds. We got Heroic Strike and then full Parry. You could put 1 point in Heroic Strike from Parry, but as a tank, I think Parry is very important. So I would just rack it like this. The Consumables, I can leave them in the description, or I have the Consumables in my other video, Gladiator Stance, which is right in the right corner. But you can see them in the video as well. I can hover over them. So we got Strength Elixir of Giants. We got Mongoose for agility and crit chance. We got Greater Defense here. Potion. We got the new Mojo Flask that gives you attack power. And then on proc, it makes you big. If it procs, it gives you strength or agility, depending whatever is your highest. On this potion, you guys cannot see my cursor, can you? Rip. So, once again, strength elixir. This is agility mongoose, crit chance. This is defense potion. This is the new mojo potion. This one does not persist through death, by the way. It was a bug before. This one is HP potion, gives you health. This is Gift of Arthas. As a tank, you need this because it increases the DPS from anyone in the raid. Applies a debuff on the target where the target takes increased damage. We got Songflower, which is, these are 3 like world buffs. So Songflower is in Felwood. It gives you increased stats and 5% crit chance, I believe. Very easy to get. Next up, we got a DMF with 10% increased damage. And here we have the Sunken Temple, a world buff that drops in Buddha Bay. Here we have stamina drink, fuel, Rumsey Rum Black Label, I believe. And here food buff. I think Shreds is using squid for agility or stamina food. I'm not 100% sure now, but you can go either or. It doesn't really, I don't think it matters that much. And that's pretty much it. Next up, by the way, you want Might Rage Potion, which is here on the bar. It gives you rage and it gives you strength. You want to save these for execute, I would say, for damage. Or you can actually pop it at the beginning. Or easy threat, right? And yeah, that will be pretty much it. If I missed anything, once again, chat, let me know in the description. I'm streaming also every day on Twitch and YouTube, so you guys can catch my streams. And I see Shreds is using Stam Food. I see it right here. Those are the Consumables. Yep, there it is. Here it is. This is also a Lip Potion. Invulnerability Potion. You can use this one on first boss on the knockback, but as warrior, you can just charge back in. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate you. I will try to keep these guides updated and whatnot. If we change anything, I will have it up as well. And thank you very much for watching. Until next time, you guys have a good one and peace.